Good morning, it's Gary from G&H Honey Bees, and it is the 26th of September 2024, and it's about 14 degrees Celsius or about 57, 58 Fahrenheit, and it's cloudy and overcast. We're into our winter rains already. There's a lot more coming, and you can see what happens here. You see dead, wet bees all piled up here because it's just warm enough that the bees think they can come out and forage, and then they get wet and they die. So what I'm going to do is put some rain hoods over the entrances, and that'll help keep the rainwater from getting into the entrances and drowning bees and that sort of thing. Now usually I've had wooden ones that I've made up, and they work really good, but the problem is they're made out of wood, and with all the rain and the wet, and they get moldy and rotten, and then I gotta make new ones. So, and I was talking to a fellow beekeeper, and she said, well, why can't you just use some tin to make, rain covers for the entrances? Well, what a brilliant idea. I had never thought of that before, and so I was doing it the hard way. So what I've got is some 12-inch flashing. It's left over from a project. Cut it to about 20 inches long, and then I sort of shaped it already to give it a bit of an angle once I get it slipped in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get two hive tools, and I'm going to try and slip these in between the two upper boxes. That one in there far enough just so it's got a gap. There's a gap. Alright. Just slip in there like that. Pull the hive tools out. And there. That's one. Now, the reason, because that is a 12-inch piece of metal, I wanted to get it up as high as I could without blocking the bees' ability to find their entrance. I noticed in the past that with my wooden ones, I had them lower, and the bees would sort of pile up on top of them. And you can see some landing there now. But that should work quite well. The inherent problem with this metal is it comes in a spool, and it just wants to curl up. So I'm going to go through the rest of these. That up enough to get the one hive tool slid in there. That slid in there. I don't want the bees getting out, I just want to slip these in. Just slip them in between the boxes. Pull that out of there. Pull that out of there. stuck together pretty good. Okay, so that's stuck in there pretty good. The propolis will stick to it. Get in here. But that should do quite nicely. Some of the bees are a little confused just yet, but they'll figure that out. Now this particular flashing has got brown on one side, white on the other, and I chose the white to be out, away from the sun. And last couple of years I haven't done much else for hive preparation for the winter. I have tried tar paper to keep the rain off the boxes, and I found out that was a bit of, in our area it's a bit of a problem, because some days in the winter we have a lot of sun, and if you have tar paper on the front here, it gets quite hot. And I've had it with my temperature gun read up to 120 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's transferring heat to the boxes, and the bees are coming out even though it's only 5 or 6 degrees Celsius outside. And so I stopped doing that. I tried other coverings, but I found out that moisture gets in between the boxes and the coverings, and the boxes get moldy. So I'm just leaving them to propolize the seals, and just leaving them open like this. I did that last winter. It seemed to work pretty good. The only other thing I did was, because I have the hives, I don't know if you can see here, I've got the hives, back end of the hives tilted up to help water run off the lids and stuff. So I will take a piece of tar paper around and put it just around the back, so the water doesn't run down and into the inspection boards, which I've noticed that it's done. Now I could just tape them up, but you see I've got them taped up now because I was giving them oxalic acid. Let's just have a, oh my, look at that. Look at all the mites there. Wow. Alright, I'm just going to leave that for the time being. So yeah, the only other winter prep that I do is put burlaps inside the inner cover, but it's still too warm yet to start doing that. So there, they have rain hoods. It's going to downpour here probably later this afternoon, or even maybe into the evening and tomorrow, and we'll see how this works out. I'll keep an eye on it, but that seems to be high enough that the flight path of the bees is not blocked, and it's far enough out that it'll keep the rain off. And yeah, so anyway, that's all I have for you today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.